Club N17, Master like. I'm here with Wako. Wako, I've just heard some madness. Apparently, Gylfi Sigurdsson got man of the match from that crazy match. What do you think of that, bro?
Yeah, it's just our luck, isn't it, for him to get it? I think he always does all right against us, doesn't he?
It's one of those coming back to haunt your own clubs. But look,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
for me though, I thought Tom Davis was their man of the match.
yeah. I don't know. I just see it come up then.
How is that? Because I mean, look, I've seen some of the shots that Sigurdsson was having. It's like, okay,
Yeah, well,
if you
way
had the
out, wouldn't
technique,
they?
like he was getting in the right positions, and if he had the technique, it would have been worldy. But
Yeah,
it was like slicing them, and
yeah.
you
He
couldn't
was
get points.
close, didn't he? Isn't it?
Oh, fam, go on, talk to me about the game. Talk to me about the game, mate.
Oh, go on. What did you think? Oh, I can't believe. First half, we were doing all right, weren't we? We was 3-1 up, weren't we? Was we 3-1 up?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
we was, weren't we?
no. We went 2-1 up. We went 2-1
No,
up.
2-1 up, weren't
Yeah,
we?
and I thought we were
2-1.
cruising.
Yeah, definitely. We was on the front foot, weren't we? Looking a lot better. And then, was we 1-0 up? I'm trying to think. It's such a mad game, you can't even remember.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Jesus.
We was, weren't we? 1-0 up, but we was on them, weren't we? We was the better team, weren't we? Looking by far the better team in the first half. And then it just went to pot within a couple of minutes, didn't it?
Well, the shots that we were having, we were getting on target.
Yeah.
We were
at least we're
attacking them well.
having some shots today.
Like,
it was, wasn't it? Just within a couple of minutes, that was it. Just for a couple of mistakes, and then we was down, weren't we?
That's a question for you then, Wako. Do you think? Well, it's not a question. It's you react to it. I don't necessarily think that Hugo was at fault for those goals. Calvert-Lewin's one, where it goes straight at him, that came at him way too quickly.
Yeah, it was an hard hit. He probably could have done a little bit better. He probably could have saved it, but it was a powerful fucking shot, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think what you can take into account as well is that pitches are a lot smaller in real life than what they look like on TV. So he's closer than you think he is, and it was a first time hit, weren't it? So I think if you caught him off guard. Hugo's got awesome reflexes anyway. He's a good shot stopper, so he gets his. Because I can imagine a lot of other keepers, it was just flying past them, but he at least got his hands out. But it wasn't enough for him to get his arms out firm, to get a strong arm to him. But yeah, could be talking shit, absolute shit, and then have a look at the replays and then be like, okay, that's whack. But that's my initial thought anyway. Did you thought he could probably do a bit better? Yeah,
I thought he could have probably done a bit better, but don't get me wrong, it was a proper powerful shot, and I'm not saying it was a blunder and he fucked, but I thought he could have maybe done a bit better, but it was a powerful shot.
Did you think we were more in it when Calvert-Lewin went off?
Sorry?
When their striker Calvert-Lewin, when he got taken off injured, was that like did you feel that we'll go on to?
Well, yeah, flipping, we just brought Kane on, didn't we? Calvert-Lewin went off and Kane come on. But I don't know about you, but I thought, right, up until when Kane come on, we was giving it, we was on the front foot for most of the time, I thought Kane come on. Our team just literally thought, oh, Kane's on now, we ain't got to prove something. Or I don't know what they thought, but I think when Kane come on, I think if you look back, when Kane come on, we proper dropped off for a while. 15, 20 minutes, I think we proper dropped off from when Kane come on. I know we got a goal not that long after he was on, and we did, but from our actual playing, I think we proper dropped off for a while.
You think they like made him take on a lot more of the responsibility?
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, but I definitely thought we dropped off when Kane come on for a while. Like the game went a bit dead. for how we was, and then it picked back up, and then we was attacking them again.
Yeah,
I thought that.
You know, what do you think about this? If we weren't playing so defensive throughout most of the season so far, and it's if we started the season in the vein that we're playing now, by the time we get to this point of the season, we would be much sharper and more dangerous in attack.
Yeah, when we first started the season, we looked fucking good, didn't we? We was attacking, looked fucking. It weren't until that West Ham game, was it? And he just complete and utter shut us down, didn't they? Yeah. Fucking complete one extreme to the other, didn't they? But look, we're attacking again, playing better football the last couple of games. But this does make me think, fuck, because you know what he's like. We've let in a fucking lot of goals again, haven't we? And that's his. He can turn around and give it. Say, look, I let them play, and we fucking leak all these goals.
You're right.
The only thing which we do look when we do play, we do seem to leak a few goals, I think. But don't get me wrong, I'd much rather fucking watch this than that other fucking shit.
What me and Alfie was saying, it's like we're not disappointed because we actually gave it a go. We went toe to toe. We didn't just bend over and go, right, go for it. We gave as good as we can get. It was tight.
I'll tell you, I did think had a good game and you don't like him, and he don't. Doc, what do you think he had done?
Yeah.
Look, for him, I think that was a fucking good game for him.
No, I agree with you.
That's what I can remember. Although the first half seems so long ago, I was sitting there having a chat with my boy, and up to the first half, I thought he played had a really good game for him. I'm not saying he was the absolute bollocks and that, but he's been really bad, hasn't he?
Yeah. No, I've in my notes, you won't be able to see that because of all the glaring lights. But in my notes from when I was watching the game, I wrote down Doherty started well, and then circled it. I thought he actually had a really good game, and I'm happy for that. And I'm happy. I don't like
I did
him, and I do want the best for him, but I haven't been that impressed. But if he carries on,
I haven't. I thought he'd come in and be our first choice. Well, I think a lot of people did. I think even Mourinho probably did, didn't he? But he didn't. That couldn't give fucking Serge a push up the arse, didn't it?
Yeah. And we've got the best out of him. Now, I guess something we need to think about then, mate, is that Alfie brought up that a couple of the goals came through their players playing in between Doherty
and
Sanchez. Is that just because they done it well, or we switched off with the defending? Because I know people are going to talk about the defending because so many goals went in, but I mean, was it as bad as the scoreline says?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I say it was quite bad. We leaked them goals in pretty easy. Like, it wasn't like they was on us, was it? And then it was like just literally fucking a couple of fucking passes, boom, bang, in our goal, wasn't it? Most of the times.
Yeah, because I just trying to remember some of the goals. I can't remember all of them. But
no, I can't.
It was mad. So I think Hojberg gave away the ball.
Wasn't it?
Sorry?
It's a really hard game to try and remember all the goals and that, and try and remember everything that happened, doesn't it?
That's what I mean. It wasn't just goals. It was packed of lots of little intricacies that we could talk about. But I can't think off the top of my head. I mean, as I say, I was writing some notes as it was going down, as stuff was going on. But then it was just so engrossing. I just put the pad down and I just watched it. And now I'm like, oh shit, maybe I should have wrote some more notes. But do you think anybody hasn't done themselves any favours from that game?
What, today?
Because we got City on Sunday.
Do I think anyone hasn't done themselves any favours? I don't think Bergwijn done great. I mean, That he should have got a goal, shouldn't he? Do you know what? Do you remember what one he hit it straight at the keeper, didn't he?
Yes, yeah.
He should have put away.
To
I think.
fair, it fell to you're right. You're right. I mean, it fell to him.
He should have gone a bit. If he hit it just past the far post or something, it shouldn't have gone straight to the keeper from where he was, should it? Perhaps I'm being a bit harsh.
No, you're not. Do you know what? Do you know why you're not being harsh, mate? Because his debut goal against Man City was a half volley. Showed really good technique for him to do it. So we know he's got the technique.
Yeah,
it's just this bottle because it did fall to him a bit awkward today, and he's lashed it straight at the keeper. But a lot of his shots are like that, though. That it just straight dead down the middle.
Yeah,
on target.
Yeah, I'd say he didn't have a great game. Trying to think if there's anyone else. It was another pretty good team performance though today. Again, there was quite a lot played well. Yeah, I'd say Bergwijn probably didn't do himself any favours out of the lot of, and Sanchez I think was a bit of a mixed bag.
Yeah.
Penalty. How about the penalty? What? Did you think it was a penalty? Their penalty. What they got? Because
that was incredibly harsh. That for me is like the equivalent if someone blasts the football 100 miles an hour at you and it hits your arm and they go handball and you're standing like 2 centimeters. He was running to get around the player. There was nothing cynical about it. He was trying to cut across the back of the. He wasn't even trying to cut across the back of the player. He was just trying to go behind the player so he can get in the middle.
Yeah, I don't know. They didn't even show it again, did they? Really, a lot. You know, sometimes where they keep showing it, especially VAR, will look at it and you see it. I don't know how many times they hardly even showed it, did they? I haven't been able to look back at it much yet. But from my opinion of what I see, I did not think that was a penalty at all. I will have to go back and look at it more. As I
agree with you, man. I agree with you because I know that sometimes they say, look, it doesn't really matter whether it's accidental or not. But I think there was barely a touch, and for two, he had nothing to do with the play. He wasn't trying to go anywhere near the player. He was trying to cover whoever it was that was running beside him. It might have been Sanchez, or I'm not sure.
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah.
But all he was trying to do was to get around into his just to cover in case the player gets inside. So I agree with that, man. I agree. I don't think that was a penalty at all.
Our players was called in for one of the goals as well for a foul on Ndombele, wasn't it? Which I think was probably a foul as well. Wasn't there a handball at the end in extra time against? Because I think there was that one where I don't know if you're on about. There was one where Lamela and Ali got carded, wasn't there? That one handball though. What was that?
No, not that. I'm talking about like in extra time. I think who was it? I can't remember who had a shot, but Sigurdsson looked to have stuck his arm out. And I think the ball went past Sigurdsson and it's behind him and he does that. And it
went like that with his shoulder, shouldery arm, didn't he? Yeah. Like if Sigurdsson would have touched that, they reckon they would have given that. That would have been a handball. But was it Davey?
Yeah, it was Davies. I don't know how that's not a penalty.
No, it was around there somewhere, wasn't it?
And he moved into it.
He leaned into it, yeah.
But you know what? It feels good to be talking about these kind of injustices, but not feeling too down. Because like me and Alfie said, and now you as well, I'm not too disappointed.
No, if we'd gone 1-0 up and then tried holding that 1-0, and we wouldn't have held it because we fucking never do, and we would have, or it would have been a draw and then whatever, and it was that
on attacking us.
Crappy football.
Yeah.
Then yes, you'd be a lot more pissed off than
And if we weren't in any other competitions.
Watching them go toe to toe, as you say, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. But like I say, if and also if we weren't still in the Europa and we got a cup final coming up, so it's okay to all right, we'll let that go. Plus, we need to sort of work our way up the league table as well.
Yeah, so I even said I had a conversation with Dane, and because I heard you and Dane talking about it on one of your videos as well. So I don't think we will get to top 4, but fucking it'd be good if we could. But I'd much prefer us to try and get top 4. Yeah, that was it. You were talking about whether you'd rather win the Everton game or the City game.
Yeah.
Me personally, I was like, I'd rather win the City game. I'd get what you were saying. We played a lot of the top 6, haven't we? But I'd much rather try and get in that top 4 still than the FA Cup. If we could say I'm not saying we're gonna, but say we could manage it, and that save 3 points from City, you could come down to it in the end, couldn't it? Do you know what I mean? I would rather get knocked out in the FA Cup if we beat City and manage to get top 4. Do you know what I mean? Not saying that we're gonna, but
no, but you'd like to see us give it an actual go.
Yeah.
We'd have more chance of doing
it. And if we could beat City, that's a good 3-pointer, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So
I mean, I always say the thing that
we've got won the City games. So there you go. We've lost this one, so hopefully we win one.
I've been saying to Dean that we've got their number because we seem to know how to beat them in recent years. So I'm actually quite hopeful that we'll be able to get something. And now that we are starting to attack more,
it'd be interesting to see how we do play against them, wouldn't it?
Are we going to attack on Sunday?
I don't know. That's what I was just about to say, Joe. It'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
It really.
I'd like to at least attack more. Like, maybe try and keep our shape and be a bit defensive, but have a go as well, not just complete and utter sit back. I think we should try and press them a bit. Don't give them so much time on the ball and that. Give City too much time, they're going to hurt you. And especially with our defence at the minute, yeah? Our defence before was pretty solid. Our defence is not solid at the minute. So, no, I'd say we're probably better to give it a go, actually.
I don't know how we're going to get our defence to be more solid. I mean, because there has been a bit of chopping and changing. So we haven't necessarily been able to get a consistent partnership together for a while.
We need another decent centre back, don't we? Definitely.
Yeah, and I agree with you about the Skriniar thing. Sorry, that was Alfie, weren't it?
Alfie, wasn't it? Yeah.
I agree. We should have really gone in for it. I mean, I don't know. Well, it's too late now anyway. Apparently, he's getting loads of games at where is he? Inter. He's getting loads.
Yeah. So we ain't going to get him for the price we was going to get him for back then either.
We probably won't get him at all. Why would he want to come to us?
And that. Why? Yeah. We definitely missed the trick then because, like you say, why would he want to come to us now? And especially don't even get top 4 again. Do you know what I mean? He definitely ain't going to want to, is he? But like you say, before we weren't playing, so his price was cheaper, obviously, as well. And now, obviously, he probably ain't going to want to come to us and they ain't going to sell him for what they was going to sell him before. And Levy wouldn't even pay what they wanted before. So they ain't even going to get him for that now.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who we go for.
I was going to say. I wonder who we'll go.
I mean, what's your take on what's going on with Dele Alli at the minute?
Oh, he ain't looking very good, is he, when he is playing? But then, if you're only going to get a few minutes here and there, are you going to look that great when you come on? Do you know what I mean?
And you're upset, and the manager wants you to play in a way that you don't want to play.
It's a shame. When Mourinho first come, he proper went on the boost. He was on fire, wasn't he?
Yeah, I thought them two were going to
I
be
mean,
pals.
Ali was on fire. Played the best football he played for a while, wouldn't he? Thought Ali was going to be back on form.
Because I noticed it was at the beginning of one of the halves of extra time. Mourinho shouts out to him and then runs over to him and
Yeah.
goes, "Come to the ball, come to the ball."
Is
And
that what
you
he was
saw
saying to him?
Dele's face was just like he's like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, is
And
that
then
what he was saying to him? I see
I
that.
didn't
I said
necessarily
that to
see him
Alfie
doing that.
before. I was like, what did you say to Dele? I said, I think he was just moaning at him. But he doesn't want to nitpick at him all the time.
It looks like it's the same shit. It looks like he's saying the same thing. He wants him to pass faster, and well, with that, he wants him to actually go to receive the ball because I don't think he likes him waiting for the ball to come to him and doing everything in his languid, casual style. He wants vigor, aggression, get up and go. But Dele's like, well, that's not how I play, mate.
Yeah, you don't always have to be like that to be a good player, do you? Everyone's got their own attributes.
He's an off the ball
their
player.
own way. They've got their own way they play, haven't they? It doesn't mean you're not a good player if you're not playing that way. But he hasn't been showing Mourinho lately. That's the only thing, is he?
No, he hasn't. But like what I was
as I say,
he's
not been getting a lot of time to do it, has he?
He's had the time. There's been enough games. The same with Bale, but they're not getting given the game. So when are they going to get? Even again in some of the cup games, he's a substitute instead of starting some of the older cup games or whatever. But it's still not enough to get a good run. And I was going to say that he's an off the ball player. Me and Dean talks about Dele Alli outside of the opposition's final third is useless. You only want him in the opposition's final third to do his thing. And him doing his thing is his runs. So, but Mourinho wants him coming and asking for the ball, get the ball and do this and create this and da-da-da. Whereas I think you get the best out of Dele when he's just ghosting.
Running off people and that, isn't he?
When he was having that really bad run of form with us towards the end of Poch's reign, he stopped doing them runs. Everyone was just kind of static. And then when he gets the ball, he tries to do his things and then loses it with doing these flicks and everything. And so it just makes him look really bad.
Yeah.
But I think we all still love Dele though, don't we?
Yeah. I think everyone or most people want him to do well, don't they?
Yeah.
They want him to come in and do well.
Are we losing patience with Harry Winks?
I am. Oh, mate.
Talk, tell me.
I said it to Alfie. I blame that fucking goal on him. What was he doing? That was fucking awful where he lost that ball. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
No, you can't blame it all to him from there to the goal, but if he hadn't done that, that goal would not have happened. You can't be giving the ball away that stupidly. I thought it was fucking ridiculous from him.
I think the team has got much better around him.
Yeah, he used to look. He did used to look like he was going to be good when he started playing in the Champions League at first, and that he was having some fucking good games. I thought he would
be running things again in Real Madrid, playing against Modric and cruising them.
Yeah, a lot of his good games have come against the top teams, haven't they? But lately, he's just not looking good. That was diabolical to say, absolute diabolical.
He hasn't had a good game for us for a while, has he?
No, I'm trying to think. He had one bit of a good game not a few games ago, didn't he? And then Mourinho started him a couple of times after. Was it the game he scored the goal? Who was that against? He had not a bad game, but no, apart from that, I don't think he's done much again.
No, it's upsetting because he is a player that I really like. I used to compare him to
English.
Yeah. But I used to say he's had a similar kind of style to Modric. Don't get carried away. I'm not. He's nowhere near that level, but just the way he.
But you thought he could maybe have got to that level if he had first, or maybe not
I
that
like
level.
the way
But
he used his body to get in between the ball and and his opposition. He's very quick. He's very nimble, and he was good with the 5-yard passes. So I thought, okay, he's a steady hand in centre midfield. So we can carry on using him, and then he'll get more confident. He'll start putting some through balls but he just kept on doing the sideways and backwards thing, and that's pretty much how his actual career is going: sideways and now backwards.
I think though, just thinking on about football and how we've been playing now, I think a lot of it, is why Mourinho is probably. I know he's a defensive coach, quite a defensive coach anyway, isn't he? And that, but I think probably a lot of reason why he's been playing the way he is because of look how we are playing and how many goals we are leaking because our defence ain't good enough.
Yeah. So it's not that he's a one-trick pony.
No, I don't. No, I think it's the more you'd see when we are. Don't get me wrong, I much prefer this and I want us to carry on doing it. But every time we are fucking playing a bit of football, we're scoring a few though, which is good when we do. But we're leaking a few, aren't we? We seem to be leaking a few goals every time we fucking play attacking football.
Yeah, I think the last 2 games we played really bad. I think the problem is that we was playing that low block and we were playing that defensive. But when we did get the ball to attack, we just looked completely blunt. And that's when we were like, right, we can't deal with this anymore. Like we were okay to put up with it when we were clinical. But then we just started to run out of ideas with our counter-attack. Maybe we ran out of ideas or the opposition had figured out a way to nullify us. But the bottom line is we were doing the defending, but we didn't have much going forward at all.
No. If we can get a centre-back, a really decent centre-back, and get someone playing decent with them, and we'll start playing this attacking football, I reckon we could be a fucking good team. I think we've just got to sort that out.
So we basically got to go through the rest of this season.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
January was 10 days ago, so we've missed a chance to get anyone in. Joe Rodon is not going to be like a new signing to us because he has made a few mistakes as well. So I don't think
I don't
put him in.
Yeah, he's not a top centre back at the minute, is he?
He's not
eventually, but he's not a top centre back at the minute, is he? He's not one that should be in a first choice for a top 4 team, for a team who wants to try and be in top 4.
Spot on, mate. Absolutely agree with that. But oh my God, so you're going to tomorrow. I'm going to speak to Dean about this once we look back on it. The next one I'll speak to you will most likely be Sunday after the City game. Yeah. If that game isn't as fucking mental as it was today, I might be able to.
Couldn't it? Against City.
Well, it's against City, isn't it? So it very well could be.
Yeah.
But if it's a little bit more quiet, then maybe we can go back over some bits that possibly we might have missed from this game, because I know there's lots and lots of bits that needed to be picked apart, and I would have loved to do it with you, but just off the top of my head, I can't think of one. That was a bad game.
There's a bit of a mash up, isn't it? Mash your head up, isn't it?
Telling me, fam. You're telling me. No, but listen, man, thanks for your time, brother. Appreciate that again.
No worries.
So, I'll ping over a link and everything for you on Sunday. Alfie will be with us as well?
Yeah.
Wicked. All right then, man. Well, again, thanks for your time, Wako. We'll see you on Sunday.
Worries.
Mash the like, my friends, and subscribe, and we'll catch you again soon. Peace.
Like.